everyone, welcome to my latest obsession. Before we start this video, I just want to thank everyone who watched and responded to my last one. Seriously, I never expected to reach so many people, and it was just really fun to read everyone's comments. And thank you to everybody who followed me. I don't know why you did it, but you were amazing too. Anyway, I was browsing through Kickstarter recently when I stumbled across Chef RPG, a game that describes itself as an open-world, open-ended simulation game where you can gather ingredients, cook, meet locals, and build the restaurant of your dreams. Basically, it looks like a mashup of Restaurant Empire and Stardew Valley, and if it ends up being released as promised, I think it's going to become very popular with both Management Sim and Stardew Valley fans. In Chef RPG, your character will spend their time managing a restaurant, exploring the world, gathering materials, and interacting with townspeople. According to the developer, World 2 Studio, there will also be an overarching plotline with main quests and side quests for you to pursue. So it sounds like they are folding more RPG elements into it too. Your character will be responsible for restoring a down-on-its-luck restaurant to its former glory. Along with growing the restaurant, it will be up to you to attract new visitors to the struggling tourist town of White Ash Harbor, trying to make it prosperous again. From what I understand, the game started as the vision of Noah, an architectural designer who decided to start building a game. Noah seems to be a huge sim gaming fan in his own right, and he stated that the game is inspired by a whole bunch of other beloved media, including Stardew Valley, restaurant management games, and Gordon Ramsay's Great Escape TV show, which has Gordon Ramsay exploring different areas of the world and following chefs who collect ingredients in wilderness settings. The premise of chefs collecting their own ingredients from the wild actually serves as the base inspiration for Chef RPG's concept. Before you open your restaurant in the game, you'll have to plan your menu, and you can only choose dishes that you have ingredients and appliances for. You will not be able to cook a 15-pound turkey in the microwave, no matter how hard you try to fit it in there. The more important thing is that you will be collecting or buying the ingredients for all of the dishes that you put on your menu. So you need to make sure that you have enough, or your customers will not be very happy. Once your customers are seated, they'll order up to 4 dishes, including a drink, an appetizer, a main dish, and dessert. Although restaurant management is a major component of Chef RPG, it's not the entire focus. You can also boost your various in-game skills by earning skill points and unlocking abilities, just like in a traditional RPG. Currently, the team boasts that there will be dozens of character builds and that your choices will impact the story. I'm personally very curious to see how that gets implemented, especially in a game that's part management sim. Like, how easy or difficult will it be to fail and run my restaurant into the ground? Will story decisions affect my restaurant's performance? There are so many possibilities, and I'm curious to see how they pull it off effectively. Hearing all of that, you probably won't be surprised to learn that the game blew past its original Kickstarter goal of about $40,000 US and raised $135,000. Clearly, a lot of people have liked what they've heard from this game. On the other hand, I know that a lot of people, myself included, have become more and more jaded by failed Kickstarter campaigns and early access games that are never completed or that are put out half-baked. With that in mind, I do suggest caution when donating to or pre-ordering any crowdfunded games. It seems like Chef RPG really has a high chance of success, but you can never be 100% sure. The team has been pretty open about their budget and their timeline, with alpha slated for September of 2022 and launch in September of 2023. The game has a small team and it's clearly a passion project. Apparently, the game's director even used his own savings to work on the project before the Kickstarter happened, and I just have to respect anyone who loves their project enough to quit a lucrative job to work on it. That is serious dedication. Speaking of which, if you're interested in seeing some behind-the-scenes work on the game, Noah has a YouTube channel called Pixel Architect, where he showcases some of his work on the game. His videos sometimes include sections discussing architecture, especially how he translates his real-life architectural experience into the game design. These videos also give us a glimpse into the gameplay, at least in its early stages, and show a little bit of how things have evolved during the development process. You can also see some of the characters in these videos, and oh my gosh, how have I not talked about the characters yet? The developer has promised opportunities for friendship and romance in the game, which again, similar to Stardew Valley, Harvest Moon, and other games of that sort, and I don't know about you, but in those games, I like to start out by looking at the list of available bachelors, bachelorettes, basically, who can you marry in the game? I'm not sure which characters will be romanceable in Chef RPG, but I am already planning to marry Hazel because she is the ideal robot wife. She has a frog on her head. There's nothing else you need in a spouse. Anyway, I could keep going on, but for everyone's sake, I suggest that you just check out their Kickstarter page and their YouTube channel if you're interested in learning more. I would also love to hear everyone's thoughts on this game, on the character designs, the gameplay in general. Is this something that you think you would buy and play? Do you think the developers will be able to fulfill their promises to backers? Or are you a little bit jaded with Kickstarter games like I am? All I know is that I am keeping my fingers crossed and waiting for fall 2023. Thanks for watching, folks, and I hope I see you back here soon. Bye!